So before we sketch it, we have a little bit more information we can look at to help us determine how we're going to draw these rational functions, how we're going to sketch the graph. It has to do with the degree of the factors. Now, so that you know, if you were graphing these by hand, you could always find more ordered pairs that might help you know how to draw the curve. But we'll explain the degree of factors. Okay, looking at the numerator, that tells us our x-intercepts, right? Okay, so we know we have x-intercepts at -1 and at 3. We know if you think about multiplicities, the multiplicity for -1, so multiplicity, is 2. We're expecting a bounce then at -1. And the multiplicity at 3 is 1. Remember, it's going by these degrees here. Multiplicity of 1, so we're expecting it to cross at 3. Okay, but also the denominator tells us things as well. We know that in the denominator, that's going to tell us our vertical asymptotes. So we know we have a vertical asymptote at x equals -3, and we also have one at x equals 2. But see the degree here? That means they're going to follow the reciprocal squared graph. So they're going to go in the same direction. They're either both going to go up on that side of the asymptote, or they're both going to go down on that side of the asymptote. Okay? At x equals 2, the degree is 1. So did I mention because that was squared? That's why they're doing that. They're going to go in the same direction. Because this is a 1, it's going to act like the reciprocal function. So it's either going to go up this way and down this way on the sides of the asymptote, or the other way around. Well, it'd have to go down like this and up like that. Okay, so it's going to be one or the other. Okay, so that just tells us a little bit about what's going to happen. Now here's an actual picture of what's going on. So we know that we had our x-intercepts, right? We had one at -1 and it bounced just like we said it was going to. Then we had x-intercept at 3 and that did what it was supposed to. It crossed. And then we had our vertical asymptotes were here at -3 and one at 2. And so we were expecting them to go in the same direction here. Now, how do we know if it goes up or if it goes down? Well, we know a little bit about this part in the middle because we knew it was going to bounce after the at the -1. So we kind of knew it was going to do this type of thing. I guess it could have come up from the other direction, but like I said, you could find other points. Did we find the? Oh, they did. I wrote over it, but what you wanted to find was the y-intercept, which is right there. And so that was the y-intercept, and that told you that it was going to be going up. Okay, so then our asymptotes. Okay, so now we know, okay, it had to be going up this way. Therefore, on this side, it had to be going up that way. And then we knew it was going to be going up this way at x equals 2. And we knew because this had an odd exponent, it had to be going down this way. So it's a little bit tricky, but we'll play around with it and hopefully that'll help.